If you or your near one is detected with echogenicities of kidneys and you're wondering what is it, what to do next, then this video is for you. First of all, friends, there's nothing to worry. You might be the one who's catching the disease at a very early stage. Hi friends, I'm Dr. Ashita from Medico Experts, and today we are going to understand what is echogenicity of kidneys, what is the next step that one should take once echogenicity of kidney is detected, what are the causes of echogenicities, and what can be the treatment options for echogenicity. So stay tuned with me till the end of the video to know everything that you should know once you have echogenicities of kidneys in your sonograph. We often see that people get routinistic sonographic scans, and in that they find that there is some echogenicities of kidneys, and then they are left clueless wondering what to do next. Well, let me help you understand what exactly echogenicity means. Echogenicity is basically how dark or bright an image appears in the scale of gray. In cases of echogenicities of kidneys, it indicates how darker or brighter the right or left kidney looks in comparison to the adjacent organs like liver, spleen, and other organs. Now, once you know that it exists, you should know what are the next actions that you need to take. Causes of echogenicities as well as the action that you need to take after detection of echogenicity of kidney may vary from age to age. So here on, we will be describing and talking about the underlying causes as well as the different age groups that we can be involved and what should be the action in different age groups. Broadly, it can be classified into fetal, pediatric, and adult echogenicity. Now first talking about the fetal echogenicity. Most of the time, it is a insignificant sign which might get normal on its own, and it is mainly detected in the prenatal scan. It can be detected between 36 weeks to 42 weeks. Now, in the end time of the pregnancy, when echogenicity is seen in your child's kidney, you might get panic. So firstly, you need to see whether the size of the kidneys are well developed in your child. If it is so, then you just have to monitor, nothing else needs to be done. Although in cases wherein the other signs and symptoms might be involved, you need to rule out whether any other renal disease is the underlying cause. Now talking about pediatric echogenicity. After the delivery of the baby, if the echogenicity of kidney remains even after 6 months of period, then probably you need to monitor it for further evaluation. The renal function test or RFT, the serum electrolyte test, and the urine analysis might be required to be done, and then a nephrologist might be required to be consulted in the case to give you a further action. With no more other symptoms of abnormality in the child or in the reports, you might require to keep repeating the scans and the reports every 6 monthly or yearly according to your nephrologist suggestion at least till 5 years of age. Now talking of adult echogenicity. Adult echogenicity along with symptoms of urine input and output being altered or renal function test being altered or any changes in other symptoms or any pre-existing renal disease needs to be considered as a warning sign. In that case, further evaluation might be required to understand the underlying cause. As in cases of echogenicities of kidney, the underlying cause needs to be treated to treat the echogenicity. We can consider echogenicity as a very early sign or the early indication of the onset of renal disease which can go chronic. So in such cases, just be alert and go with your doctor's opinion to get further evaluations and the underlying cause known. So now let's discuss the underlying causes of echogenicity. The most commonest one is the chronic kidney disease. There can be polycystic disease, chronic renal amyloidosis. There can be associated nephropathy, sickle cell anemia, and many more such renal disorders which can be associated to the echogenicity that is seen as a sign in your sonographic findings. Although there can be a few other syndromes and nephropathies which can also contribute to echogenicities of kidneys. Now treatment of each cause is going to be different, and treating the cause is going to mainly treat the echogenicity. Let's talk about how we are going to have an approach to understand how we are going to treat the echogenicity. As mentioned in the before video, treating the underlying cause is the only way to get rid of the echogenicity. But here, just to make it simpler for you to identify things and what should be the action plan, we have divided the treatment into 3 categorization depending on the staging of disease. So first, as we say, early onset of renal disease. Second would be the mid onset of the disease, and third would be the later or the advanced stages of renal disease. So let's start about how we are going to treat somebody in early stages of any kind of renal disease. It is a stage wherein the root cause of the disease can be identified and further progression of the disease can be arrested. This stage is the one wherein Ayurvedic or homeopathy can be the best of options wherein it can give out the best of its benefits. Although it may vary from case to case. Here, I would like to highlight that few of our people did ask us for specific recommendations. But let me tell you friends, there is no thumb rule which works for each of us. So in cases where you want a more specific opinion, you can contact us on Medico Experts on the below given number on the screen, so that we will be able to understand your case specifically, thoroughly, and then give you recommendations according to your staging. Moving ahead, let's talk about the mid-stage disease. Herein, this disease is already progressing and we need to have a quick action to stop it. Here, a combination of treatment would be the best. Most of the time, only echogenicities of the kidneys would not be the case. It would be the case wherein there are other symptoms involved and wherein the patient requires a care, a combined therapy, maybe along with homeopathic and Ayurvedic, there would be allopathic medications or advanced science that would be required. The right recommendation will differ from case to case. Talking about the later or the advanced cases, here the pathology has already changed and we are now looking at a disease who has been, you can say, progressed. Although in some cases, treating the cause might totally reverse the disease, but in many cases we find that when the stage has already been advanced, in that way, you cannot have a total reversal. So having a more realistic picture towards what can be achieved in the case needs to be known by the experts. It is impossible for you to identify in most of the cases that which stage you are into and what is the treatment that you should look forward. In that cases, I would recommend you to take the experts' opinions. So if you are looking for solutions all across the medical sciences, may it be conventional, homeopathy, Ayurvedic, or any kind of advanced treatment, then you can get in touch with us on the given number on your screen. We shall understand the case and try to give you the best recommendations which will get you rid of the echogenicity that you're having in your sonographic reports and in your. I hope you found this video informative. Share it to the people who might get benefited out of it. Also, rather than worrying about the treatment, try to have apt actions on it. Right treatment at the right time is the key towards healthier life. We shall continue to create such awareness videos so that your health and somewhere we are able to reduce the stress and give you more inputs on your treatments. That's all for this video. For now, Dr. Ashita signing off for today.